Everyone, we are back now with our Ballymore preview. Moving on to Wednesday's races. Another novice hurdle for everyone to get stuck into. And we're going to go straight over and start with Andrew. Andrew, what's your thoughts on this one, mate? Have you got anything lined up? I think you've had one that's tippled over, haven't you? The last one you fancied, is that right?
Yeah, well, it's a very good race. I think. Hopefully, an awful lot of these horses do end up turning up. I've been quite sweet, which is actually very unlike me. I usually am very Irish biased, but I'm extremely sweet on Brave Man's Game in this. I know people are saying about Nicholls' record with novice hurdlers, and I know he probably will be a better chaser down the line, but God, what he did at Newbury was a destruction job. I remember talking to Mark, actually, his novice hurdle, and you just couldn't have been more impressed with him. The way he travels, the way he jumps. I've backed him at 16-1 for this race, which is I'm pretty happy about. Thought Bob Ollinger was pretty good the other day. I don't think he did anything different to what Brave Man's Game did at Newbury. People on Twitter, Bob Ollinger beat horses in training, and Brave Man's Game was beating trees at Newbury. I don't see that myself. As you say, the Glancing Queen was in behind and given her £7, and she's not a bad mare. Stargate's probably a pretty good horse. And Bob Bollinger's form is pretty good. So I think they're both pretty strong. Gallard de Menil, I know, did a pretty good time at Leopardstown. He's got to come in there for Willie Mullins. Comes from the right stable to win a race like this. It looks a race of an awful lot more depth than the Supreme does or the Bartlett does. So I wouldn't put anyone off what they fancy, but it does seem, certainly at the top of the market, you're either in the Brave Man's Game camp or the Bob Ollinger camp, and I'd be very much in the Brave Man's Game camp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll have to apologise for that at the beginning. For some reason, I thought you were on a different horse in this race. I must have got my wires crossed a little bit. But yeah, again, I said to you guys off that I didn't have. I found it quite hard picking one out in this at the minute, and Brave Man's Game. If somebody give me, like, we're having the bet now, I'd just have to stick it on him, just because I think he's something that's sure to be there, sure to be in the mix of things, and I would have to bet on him. One I'm looking forward to seeing again. I don't know where he's scheduled to run anywhere. Is Cape Gentleman. Thought he was quite impressive on debut. But there's a couple in there that I would be sort of waiting to see before actually having a good stab at anything in the race. But like I say, we're working on giving a free bet now, and if I was giving a free bet, I'd just go with Brave Man's Game, because I don't really have much else in behind him, to be honest. So that's my stance on it. Mark, we'll finish with you, mate. Where are you with this one? Have you had a bet in it yet?
I haven't, but I should have had, because the Monday after Brave Man's Game won on the Friday, I topped it up as one of my big eye catchers when he was 25-1. I didn't have a penny on, and the next day, Gavin Lynch put it up on Happy the Ante. The price collapsed. I still got no money on it, and I don't know what I want now. Actually, Bob Ollinger, I don't know, I wasn't that impressed. I know people think that's weird, but I wasn't. He didn't cause the same impression to me as Brave Man's Game did at Newbury. I don't know why, but he just didn't. But I actually fancy Gallard de Menil or Willie Mullins at 10-1. I'd take him each way, to be honest. I thought he was really good. I'm wondering if the Donnellys have got a bad horse. Because every horse they've got is really good. Who's buying their horses?
They've just bought French Seal as well, haven't they?
Yeah. They've only got 14 horses in training. And they've got Album Photo, Merlin, Gallard de Menil, Ramillies, Shiskin. Who's buying them horses? French Seal. So yeah, I'd be on Gallard de Menil, but God, they've got some array of talent for so few amount of horses in there. I don't know who's buying them, but they got some squad that will.
Certainly have. Okay then, so we've got Gallard de Menil for Mark, and myself and Andrew on Brave Man's Game. Okay, nice and sharp on that one. We will be moving on very shortly. We'll be back with you soon. Cheers.